It begins not with a bang, not with a sudden cataclysm, but with a whisper, a subtle shift in the cosmic symphony. A faint new light, almost imperceptible, appearing in the familiar tapestry of the night sky, a celestial anomaly. At first, it's a mere curiosity, logged by automated telescopes and perhaps even glimpsed by an amateur stargazer in their backyard. Just another blip in the vast cosmic ocean. But as days turn into nights, it becomes clear that this point of light is fundamentally different. It defies expectations. The countdown has irrevocably begun, and there is no turning back, no escape from the inevitable. The universe, vast and uncaring in its indifference, has sent us a messenger of destruction. And it is almost here, poised to deliver its final devastating blow. The final hours are upon us, a spectacle of terrifying beauty unfolding before our very eyes. The celestial messenger hurtles towards its destination, carrying with it the weight of cosmic inevitability. The meteor, now a colossal entity, fills the sky, dominating the horizon with its immense presence. It's a stark reminder of our place in the vast cosmos. No longer a point of light, but a jagged mountain tumbling through the void, a rogue wanderer on a collision course with destiny. Its rough surface tells a story of eons spent adrift in the cold expanse of space. Its surface glows, catching sunlight, dazzling and wrong, an alien radiance that heralds destruction. The light it reflects is a false promise, a beautiful lie. As it plunges into the atmosphere, friction ignites it, transforming the once dormant rock into a blazing inferno. A fireball brighter than 1,000 suns, a searing brand against the darkening sky. The heat is unimaginable, the light unbearable. The air superheats into plasma, leaving a luminous trail across continents, a scar etched onto the face of the earth. The heat can be felt on the ground, a wave of warmth before the storm, a premonition of the cataclysm to come. People look up, faces etched with a mixture of awe and terror. Huge chunks shear off, each fragment a catastrophic impact in its own right, raining down upon the world like fiery tears. The sky becomes a canvas of searing white, an unbearable brilliance that washes out all color, orange and red. It is the last sunrise humanity will ever see, a final fleeting moment of beauty before the darkness descends. A beautiful, terrible display of cosmic power, a reminder of the forces beyond our control. The world holds its breath, suspended in a moment of collective dread and morbid fascination. There is no sound yet, only blinding light and impending doom, a silent scream echoing across the planet. The meteor races ahead of its own roar, a silent predator stalking its prey, faster than sound. Earth's defenses are useless, a paper shield against a cannonball, a futile attempt to defy the inevitable. The meteor is about to strike, the final countdown has begun, transferring energy that dwarfs our entire nuclear arsenal, unleashing a force of unimaginable magnitude. The universe is about to deliver its punctuation mark, the final period at the end of humanity's sentence. The impact is not merely an explosion, not just a burst of destructive force. It's a cataclysmic event, a symphony of creation and annihilation intertwined, reshaping the very fabric of the world in a matter of moments. Imagine the energy of 100 million nuclear bombs detonating simultaneously, a force so immense it defies comprehension. If the asteroid strikes the ocean, it doesn't just create a splash, it vaporizes a colossal hole miles deep, instantly transforming water into superheated steam. If it strikes land, the impact carves a crater of unimaginable scale, a scar over 100 miles wide etched into the planet's surface. The initial impact unleashes a shockwave that radiates outward at supersonic speeds, flattening everything in its path for thousands of miles, leaving behind a scene of utter devastation. Mountains pulverized into dust, forests snapped like twigs, and cities are scoured from the earth, reduced to rubble and dust in the blink of an eye. The ground ripples and buckles, triggering earthquakes of unprecedented magnitude that shake the entire globe, destabilizing the very foundations of the world. Then comes the sound, a deafening, world-shattering roar that reverberates through the atmosphere, a sonic boom of unimaginable intensity, a thermal pulse of searing radiation, an invisible wave of energy. It incinerates everything within thousands of square miles, leaving behind a charred and desolate landscape. Fires ignite across continents, fueled by the intense heat and the abundance of readily combustible material. Life in the immediate kill zone ceases to exist in an instant, vaporized or incinerated without a trace. Farther away, the ground shakes violently, and the sky glows with an eerie, hellish light, a testament to the atmospheric disturbances caused by the impact. and a dark curtain of debris, composed of dust, ash, and pulverized rock, rises into the atmosphere, blotting out the sun. Pulverized rock and vaporized meteor material are ejected with such force that they are thrown high above the atmosphere, some even escaping into space, only to eventually rain down across the world as a global shower of fiery debris. The immediate destruction is over, but the global catastrophe is just beginning, a slow-motion apocalypse unfolding across the planet. The planet has been struck a mortal blow, and now it bleeds debris and vaporized rock into the heavens, a cosmic wound visible from afar. The world is irrevocably changed in a matter of seconds. Survival is no longer a given, but a desperate struggle against overwhelming odds. The age of certainty is over, replaced by an era of uncertainty, scarcity, and the constant threat of extinction. The debris from the impact doesn't simply fall, it's launched into space, then pulled back by gravity. As trillions of fragments re-enter the atmosphere, the sky fills with shooting stars, a rain of fire. The collective heat raises air temperatures, igniting forests and grasslands worldwide. Within hours, the world is ablaze. Wildfires rage across continents, driven by superheated winds. Smoke and ash form a toxic shroud, choking the sky. The fires burn for months, but their legacy lasts for years. Soot and dust rise into the stratosphere, forming a thick, impenetrable blanket around the planet. Sunlight is blocked, day turns to perpetual twilight, then to deep, unending night. The planet is plunged into artificial darkness. Temperatures plummet. A nuclear winter becomes reality. Surface temperatures fall below freezing, even at the equator. Lakes and rivers freeze. Snow falls, laced with toxic soot. The age of fire gives way to an age of ice and darkness. The climate system is broken. Life faces a new, relentless enemy, the cold. The world is unrecognizable. Darkness and cold are only part of the assault. The impact vaporizes sulfur-rich rocks, injecting sulfur dioxide into the stratosphere. This forms sulfuric acid aerosols. When precipitation comes, it's acid rain. Acid rain poisons land and sea, leaching toxins and contaminating water. Oceans acidify, killing plankton, corals, and mollusks, the base of the marine food web. As they die, the ocean ecosystem collapses. On land, darkness, freezing, and acid rain kill nearly all plant life. Photosynthesis stops. Forests and grasses wither, the food chain collapses, herbivores starve, then carnivores. The web of life unravels in months. The global winter could last a decade or more. Dust and aerosols linger, keeping the world dark and frozen. The sky becomes a permanent ceiling of gray dust. The age of mammals, the age of humanity ends brutally. For human civilization, the impact is extinction level. Our interconnected world shatters instantly. Power grids fail, the internet vanishes, communication goes silent. Cities become death traps without power, water, or food. Survivors face a desperate struggle, disease, starvation, and cold. The thin veneer of civilization is stripped away, revealing the raw calculus of survival. Agriculture is impossible, the global food supply is gone. Starvation becomes the primary cause of death. Pockets of survivors scavenge from the ruins, a slow countdown to zero. Our greatest strengths, technology, cooperation, are rendered useless. Knowledge is preserved only in the minds of the dying and in books soon to turn to dust. Human civilization doesn't just fall, it evaporates. We are thrown back, not to the Stone Age, but to something far worse. A Stone Age on a dead planet. The world we built is gone. This isn't the first time Earth has faced such a cataclysm. 66 million years ago, a meteor struck what is now Mexico, the Chicxulub impact. It ended the age of dinosaurs in fire and darkness. The evidence is a thin, iridium-rich layer found worldwide, a geological tombstone. Below it, dinosaurs. Above, they are gone. The world that followed was one of wildfires, darkness, and acid rain. 75% of all species perished. But life didn't end. Small, shrew-like mammals survived, burrowing and adapting. Their survival was luck and resilience. From their struggle, the age of mammals, and eventually us, began. Could any humans survive? For most, the answer is no, but a tiny fraction might. The only hope lies deep underground or beneath the ocean, in purpose-built bunkers. These arks would need their own power, air, water, and food, hydroponic farms lit by artificial lights. They would preserve not just people but seeds, DNA, and knowledge. Populated by those with essential skills, these sanctuaries would be technological arks. Life outside would be brutal, small groups in caves, scavenging, dwindling. The future of humanity would rest on the success of these few, high-tech arks. Survival would be a life of pressure and responsibility. The fate of our species would hang by a thread. After a decade or more, the skies would clear, the first rays of sunlight would touch the surface again. For survivors in underground arcs, it's the signal: the long winter is ending. The planet is cold, sterile, and alien, but no longer shrouded in darkness. The first expeditions to the surface would be like astronauts on a new world. The landscape is transformed, coastlines altered, ash covering the ground, silence everywhere. Their task: assess the damage, search for resources, and try to grow life in poisoned soil. Rebuilding would take generations. Survivors would bring seeds and embryos, the genetic library of a lost world. The first green shoots would be a victory greater than any before. Science and engineering would be their most crucial tools. Humanity would be forever changed. Humbled, cautious, but resilient. From the ashes, a new civilization could rise, wiser, and with a profound appreciation for the precious blue marble they call home. Life and hope would begin again.